Hello everyone, anyone, welcome back to RimWorld, Alpha 14, remember Pandaville, the Pandaville, remember the panda, either way. As you can see, there's lots of dots on here, a lot like games like, let's say, Prison Architect and such. You can plan out your follies in advance, and how you're going to do everything, and I kind of decided, you know what, let's do a little bit of that beforehand. So, the basic idea, and I'll explain it as I go along. And I actually pressed spacebar once, so some people are running off to go do some things. Right now, Maliki is like, I gotta deconstruct the ship parts for components, because I saw it on the map, and I just declicked, I just clicked on any of the things I saw when I was looking at it. This, right here, is a long-term project, eventually perhaps building a tunnel to more areas and lands, especially if we need to see what's going on in here, maybe. These big blocks here representing our choke-off points, where we want to choke off things. Here, this is basically just reserved for geothermal generator. I believe that's the size of it. It may actually be the size of one size bigger, but the idea is to try to just put this out here. Anywhere here that you see this missing a door or missing an area, the idea for that is we're making rooms. This is going to be a room for the lovers. This here is probably going to be the stone cutting whatever area, to where people are cutting stone bricks so we can make some fancier building. That's what they're going to be doing in that area. These are all going to be solar power generators until we're able to get some more reliable power sources, batteries and things. This will eventually be the storehouse for extra stuff. Another storehouse built there for these reasons. This is probably going to be another room / eventually do have to make a prison. Eventually you'll have lots and lots of prisoners. But the idea behind it, and this around here, will be cooler. So there's a little bit of things to do. Well, what's important is that you really want to make sure, like, one thing with these bills, I'm going to say cook simple meal until... If you can cook fine meals, you go for it, man. Yeah, cook fine meals until we get some refrigeration going. We're going to go something along those lines. Because this will have to be worked out, but we'll have to make sure that this turns into a refrigerator eventually. When you're at the top of the map here, it actually wasn't allowing me to make plans beyond this area, which is an interesting thing. I've never had the privilege of discovering before. This is the idea around this, is we're going to try to make a fence to kind of limit the animals from... Now, our animals are going to be good, but I can't guarantee, because they're going to eat hay and whatever the frack's around here, but I can't guarantee that turkeys and other things won't be going in there. So, with that in mind, let's start the fun. We're starting off nice and slow because I'd like to get started on these individual bedrooms, because that is one of those things that really gets on people's nerves very, very quickly. And I did that right? Yeah, I guess this one of the rooms might be smaller. Whatever, they can deal. Pine View. Yeah. It's got a lot of pines. Remembrance. That's not even spelled right. Remembrance? France? Was I right the first time? Well, remember is not even right. How about Never Forget? There we go. That's the name of this town. Community is now known as Never Forget. Okay, so a little bit of building, and we're trying to fix these things up. Just kind of want to try to get the individual bedrooms figured out sooner than later, because that's going to be a pain in the arse, to say the least. We wooden door up these mofos. Anybody notice that I'm putting extra space? I just realized, whoops. Yeah, that's fine. You might notice I'm putting extra space around there. It's because I'm eventually going to have walkways, and I kind of like having bigger walkways so that it gives us the illusion of more space and more everything. It helps out. Until I am able to put batteries... I feel like I could probably do a better job figuring out the battery storage facility, but we're just going to do one more here. because we're not going to have that many animal chunks, right? And beyond that, we shall save for power. We need more solar generators. So, build that. And how's our steel supply? It's awful. Good. So, we need to make sure that there are orders for that going on. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, look at this. Look at all this lovely steel that can be mined right close nearby. Isn't that lovely? Same here. Okay, we'll kind of just go like this. And beyond that, some people's priorities are going to kind of shift for a bit to closer to construction, research. Like, prioritize to give them research bench, even if you are stupid, straight up, very sad. We need everybody constructing right now. Constructing skills this, construct skills that. Sparkles is our magical construction lady. Where are you? Aha! We're deconstructing spaceship parts. That's fine. You better haul them back. Did you? Are you not a hauler? That's fine. And Maliki, I really want to eat this right now. Prioritize on this deal. Thank you. And then they'll hopefully come back for these parts going on here. But hey, Sparkles, I know you don't like being awake during the day, but that makes me feel better. Okay, good. Alright, so we got that going on. And work has begun on building these bad boys. Good. Alright, we have to double check and see who is our miner friend. Our best miner is Rob. Rob is kind of also our grower. Oh, I actually can't say that for sure. No, that really is Rob. Alright, so you got double duty at the moment, considering there's so much else going on. And Mass Punk has got time just to go hang out and do nothing. Maybe I'm going to set you off to hunting some squirrels or some other meat. Yeah, squirrels. Boom. Shoot them. Tortoises. This one's also injured. It's got Alzheimer's. Just take it out of its misery, okay, will you? Okay. Okay, and our number one researcher is Sparkles until anything else happens. God help us. And research project needs to be set. I feel like one of the big things that let me down in the past, I mean, getting stone cutting working quicker is nice. I do like it, but I really like the idea of gun turrets. I really, 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 really do. So I'm going to make the same mistake. But we have such great crafters. You know, it almost makes me want to work stone cutting in immediately, if you will. No. Gun turrets. Gun turrets. Okay. And also, if there is a place where you are, there's gonna be a seat at your feet. So, wooden stool. Okay. Now, we're also going to say, reinstall said bed into, although none of these places are actually 100% complete, which is just peachy to me. And this bed is going to get reinstalled to here. Okay. And we might actually be making a double bed, hello, for the lovers in here. Okay, going good. See, we have so much wood around that I really don't feel bad about ordering it all to be cut down. Cut down the woods. Get them down. And if we really want to be on top of things, there you go. Look at all those trees soon. We have so much wood that we should be able to take care of this, no problem. Obviously, cut down these things. And we're getting our steel so that we're getting our second thing. Components are being built up from here. That's good. yeah, I still have to reinstall those beds. Let's see. Well, I think our steel is our steel still good for this? Yeah, it's already built, man. So prioritizing working on this, Mr. Living in Sin. And oh, Sparkles is already all on top of that. Cut that down. Okay, now, from my recollection, character needs social. So, daughter is Debbie, lover is Sparkles. So, okay. So, prioritize building roof. Holy crap, yeah, seriously. Yeah, it's weird how they, like, sometimes it's like the roof needs to be built now, which is a cool concept. But at the same time, okay, who cares? We are going to say owners is going to be Rob and Sparkles and everything. I hope Maliki, the daughter, doesn't get jelly. But hey, that's the way it goes. And beyond there, we have ourselves a nice bed that we shall set the owner for. We don't really have an infirmary built. That's going to be something for later. But we'll say that that will be for Beaky. So you can get out of this area. The dog bed is cute here. This is probably going to end up being a prisoner thing. Let's reinstall this bad boy over. Oh yeah. And then we can have Mass for Punk and have a room. Actually, we don't even need that many rooms now we built the double beds. See, look at all that stuff being built there. Isn't that lovely? And beyond that point, power is being stored. Generally, we don't have a food problem. We have animal starvation. Okay, that's something we got to consider. Get them some food. Okay, because the hayseed isn't happening quick enough. So either they're cows. Cows eat hay. The light level apparently isn't great, but this is what, nighttime, right? So the way I look at it is probably harvesting. What we need to do is we need to zone area, expand animal area to include more. Let's just say, just don't go eat the other crap. And we shall also, what's it called? Zone area. Expand an area, which is not this. Okay, so we're just going to do growing zone. And we'll just kind of expand off of that and say, hey, we need more hayseed going across here. Okay. So hopefully that will help. The animal starvation. Because I don't know too much about, like, because they were just eating my potatoes before. Malnutrition, stab scar. What the heck happened to you? Wow, they really are in trouble. What about you? Are you in trouble? Not at all, probably, because we're feeding you. Maybe I need to treat it. If I, you know what? This sounds silly, but you treat them all in obedience, and at least that way they'll get fed something, assuming we have something to feed them. That'll help the future of the colony, because I am trying to do the whole cattle baron thing eventually, which would be nice. All right, now. Okay. See, because we have some berries. They're kind of going into the fine meals, and maybe that's part of the problem. But, like, Wilbur is going to eat consuming berries. Hey, look, now they love each other. Isn't that fantastic? Alright. And, good. Shoot that turtle. Shoot it. Make it dead. That is... Turtles are amazingly tough. You just have like a turtle on your person? Oh, the turtle's over here. And now Master Punk is wondering what in God's name have I done. We're going to deconstruct that animal spot. And let's just say that Husky, which, what kind of cloth? Do you have enough deer hide to do it? No. Do you have enough squirrel skin to do it? No. So don't get my hopes up, okay? Animal sleeping spot, we'll say sleep with sparkles in them. Okay. Floors are nice. So is light. Light is good. Power levels could be better. We got enough components. Let's rock it. We need more steel. We'll make it. We'll find a way to move it forward. The other thing that I'm concerned about at the moment is, what's it called? The animal starvation is gone. That's good because they're grazing in more areas. Other thing I'm concerned about, what do you call it? Actually, I was realizing that if Sparkle's over here, we don't really need this bed. This bed can be reinstalled into here, which will be for prisoners when that eventually happens. Kind of looking around. Yeah, train them. Wanderer joins. We have a new person in the colony. Let's check them out, shall we? You got Katie B. Well, she's a defector. Oh boy, depressive brawler. But you know what? Research 7 means you're on the team. Welcome. You depressive, incapable of artistic, everything else, you're just, if you have to, you'll do it. At least you'll do dumb labor. Okay, so when we do work, and set her up, okay? Research, number 1. Your priority for research has gone away. Only if you're, like, awake during those hours. Beyond that, firefight zone of people to do that. Patient, so is high. Doctor is not the worst doctor in the world. Bed rest is always high priority. Warden, no. Handle, no. Cooking, no. Hunt, no. Unless, did you come with any? I don't know if she came with any good gear. Construction, you betcha. Okay, and grow. Only if we have to. We do have a lot of growing projects. Mining, yes. Plant cutting, yes. Any of this other stuff, no. Clean, yeah. Cleaning and hauling and research. That's your job, and you're gonna like it. Okay, so we got that started up. Our steel is decent, but could be better. But welcome to the colony. Congratulations. Probably means this bed is used for nobody. Does Mass 4 Punk have a bed yet? Then set owner to Mass 4 Punk. This one will be a owner will be for our new person. And the first thing I'm expecting them to do, other than probably, oh, they're hauling components. Wow. You know what? I like you already. Good stuff. Because we're going to need them. Okay. That's solar energy. And look at this. Hauling. Yeah, doing the hauling. Okay. See, the hauling isn't as important as the construction, but it will be. So we're going to put that down to here. Because everything goes left to right in terms of that. And if not, they'll never research. So now that means after cleaning, which I think I also made number 1, is research. Which means research. Yes. Yes, we are finally doing this. And alright. Alright. It's happening, people. It's happening. Get excited. Beyond that point, I feel the next big thing that is important is we need to create, well, we need it to be, we could just do it like so. I wonder how well this will work. Okay, and I think that I'd like to make it out of, I think steel is gonna hold the temperature better, I think. I kind of forgot, so don't kill me if I'm wrong here. But we need to get ourselves refrigeration on its way. Is this... Why does this work? The terrain can't support this. Well, I never. Wait. You already did. You already said I could. Oh. No, this terrain can't support this either? Okay, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna go with a small fridge and cancel out all this other crap I decided. And we'll figure it out later. We'll go with a smaller fridge. Now the thing that's interesting about that is does that mean can I build beyond there? No, because it is too close to the map's edge. So it's gonna be a small freezer until perhaps we are able to expand. Can the terrain here support this? It can. So we'll go like that. Oh wait, no. I can screw it up because I'm seeing these maps here, so can't do that. So done. All right. Well, best laid plans of mice and Shizen men, and then we do our temperature. Make sure everyone's doing this. And this cooler needs to be rocking here. Okay. Might as well get some more dining chairs going on. There we go. Yeah, keep training, Xavier. Hey, is that a raccoon I see? It's a raccoon I see. And I'm not sure what Rob exactly is building, but he's doing something. B is working. B also needs to get under the anything goes. What's that anything goes strategy in terms of keeping themselves going? Beyond that point, let us continue. Our storage isn't a huge issue. Batteries will be. Is like, do I make the battery hut just like this? Almost feels like it's better for this to be another area. So once again, I'm trying not to pause the game completely. It's one of my big problems I do. We'll worry about them making the refrigerator first. Oh yeah, and you know what? Let's make a door. Because it's silly otherwise. Okay, and also when you have things on the map that you don't, they're like, oh, I can't use this anymore. Okay, is the command boop 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 boop. Mud is bad, or in terms of this. If you're a big mud person, I'm sorry. Somebody had defected. If they defected from somewhere, that means they've done something to piss somebody off. But hey, and we'll need more batteries. We could probably do something along the lines of here or there. We have just this surplus of wood that really yields itself to a few things, such as making sure these places are lit. We have power kind of going. The batteries are doing pretty good. They could be better. But let's start getting furniture and get ourselves some lamps up in here. This ought to be good enough. Yeah, you'll need a new one. And we'll need to get some power cables going through there. So the mining's gonna have to continue for sure. Also, I'm fairly positive that we'll need this going on there. We'll see how far that lamp reaches. I mean, the fuel generator would have worked fine too, so I mean that is a possibility. But bees working on research, work faster. Our wood supplies is all on the ground, but it's here, and we have to actually use it before it deteriorates. The more I think about it, so we're gonna get to work on that. While everyone else is fast at work. We'll figure out a door here first. Music is so chill, isn't it? It's awesome. There we go. Beyond that, I'm not sure if that'll be maybe a battery storehouse or something good. Okay, now that we've got this going on here, we got to make sure lower the target temperature. We are in Fahrenheit. We're going to go for that. And then we are going to take here, which was our... We'll copy these settings. Create a new zone, which will be in here. And this zone will have pace settings. So, if I look at it here, it should just be foods, and also I think manufactured medicine should also go in here, because that'll keep everything nice and good. Also, animal corpses, so they don't go bad on us. It's nice that they're here and get chopped up immediately, but that's not always going to happen. Hopefully these things get built up. Yeah, we need to make sure that we keep our mining going so that we have enough steel for my ambitious projects. Ambition. The ambition of one man. Target a colony, a perfect colony. A raid has begun. Well, it was about time. Prepare defense or attack them. A group of pirates, huh? And group means one. And his name is Jose. I don't know why I said it like that. Might as well just say you're for prisoners in case I get you set up here. Okay. B, what weapon you come with again? Wooden mace, shoddy, armor vest, and you have no other gear to speak of. You are a brawler though, so it's a shoddy wooden mace. What's our wooden mace sort of thing? It does a lot of damage. It's a refined club. The fine club you got there. So what we'll do is we'll wait till they get a little closer, and then we'll take care of that business. Because they're taking their time, I think. Whatever. I'll pay attention eventually. Security. Structure. Yeah, like I said, see, all the wood needs to be used, or else it shall be wasted. All right, that's happening there. Okay, got that going on. This, I'm not sure about if I'm leaving it open or I'm not quite yet. I'm trying to look for the red. I'm not even sure. Yeah, he's just chilling there. He's hanging out with some boomalopes. The one thing that I need to make sure does get taken care of is we need to make sure for the animals that there is a new animal area. And this animal area, we're just going to name it safe. So that way they get the heck out of bad areas when that goes down. We don't need them to do that quite yet, but when that goes down, so then our Pact Architect expand a lot of areas for safe. Probably should clarify safe animals, but yeah, you'll hang out here because more than likely our fighting will be contained closer to that area, because they have these two places. I mean, he could surprise us and come around here, but I'm not super concerned about it at the moment. See, look at since you have all the wood, everything's being built. It's nice. And beyond that, we got ourselves. They'll tell me when they're attacking, so I'm not like ginormously worried about it. Oh, okay. Is this also nothing's in here to tell me if it's sterile or not, but sterile floor, we don't have the steel or the silver. It costs a lot to do that. Yeah, very useful in tiles. Yeah, wood works awesome for everything. Until we have the opportunity to do more. Oh, also important, make sure you put the wood underneath the doors. It's one of those things that you kind of just forget about. And we'll see where we're at after that point. Okay, so just keep it in mind when he starts attacking, and then we'll get our people ready. Alright, the pirates from Struggle Outfit are beginning their assaults. So, what's your first thing you do is you say, animals, go to safety. Everyone but Sparkles, because Sparkles is a husky and don't give a damn. Then you say, alright, troopers, rise and frickin' shine. And then we'll get them prepared in an area. Then we say, that's right, Maliki, you don't believe in violence. Do whatever. Hauling wood for a blueprint sounds fantastic. I like your enthusiasm. And now that we have this kind of going on, we just have to see where they're coming from. Okay, it looks like he's going to be making... It's really hard to say. He's taking his sweet time about it. But you... Be nice. We can have you at cover... Wait, not husky. That was bad. Hey, aren't you... Stop being a husky. How we go like this? Bob, with your bow. Sparkles, who... Can you even shoot a gun? If I remember correctly. Oh, you have no shooting whatsoever. And you have any desire to learn? None. Well, they can learn. It's your first chance, kid. Get out there and make me proud. See, we don't really have any good defenses built around there. But hey, if they get around this way, we know that we have... okay, it looks like they're not, so... Okay. So, here comes the violence. Go! Beat him. Beat him up. Boom. Okay. Well, colonist needs treatment because somebody decided to crack a rib. Yeah, you're fine. Okay, so we strip him of whatever gear he had, which was terrible. That's just how it is. Shoddy club. That's not even worth picking up. Just to deteriorate. He did have medicine though, so good for him. Okay. We do not have a graveyard area set, so we shall take care of that in due order. Miscellaneous. Oh yeah. Another thing. Make sure afterwards, when you've gotten all your people, make sure they get back to work. Like, B needs to go rest, and Maliki will probably go take care of her immediately. Or somebody will. Beyond that, they'll strip the clothing off here. Maliki is, yeah, tending to be with the medicine. She found off the ground. Nice. But the graveyard, we can have a warning to all those who trespass against us. Gosh, I hate how like the ground has to be like a certain way. It's because it's gotta be, you gotta be able to dig into it. I mean, it makes sense, and I can't build off the map here, so yippee-ki-yay. So space at a premium here. So I think we'll have them. Why don't you trip over the bodies of your people as you come on in, until we have the ability to incinerate these poor dumb sods. Okay. Boom. Floor is still working. Working on the floor. For the wood goes the ways. Because there's so much of it and it's awesome. Until gotta do this. And I just realized the reason why they're not doing anything special here is because this zone here needs to go to the only thing that needs to stay here is it needs to be smaller first off, And the foods need to just be meals, not raw food. Never raw food. But it just needs to be meals. And we can probably make it smaller. Probably just copy the settings. And we'll delete it. And then we'll go, hey. And another thing that you definitely can do, and I do recommend, and that way we don't have so much of it going on here. And then you say, hey, here, remember that settings? Bam, that's your settings. So the only thing it has is meals. Okay. So that way the preferred place for all of our good stuff is there. Low food will be fine. Okay. Because I got to find out whether or not that stuff is going to be saved for a while. It's going to spoil in one day. You see my dilemma here? Maybe I'm just going to say, you know what, delete this meal area and medicine that needs to be, I guess we'll make it critical or make it as, well, it's important. Okay. Okay, so it is working. Our batteries are definitely filling up like crazy, which is good. So I think I set off everything that I wanted to do in this episode. I wanted to set up getting things built a little bit more. We were able to put out our first thing. Our research is going. It's not gangbusters, but it's going. But I really feel like the turrets make me feel safer. Oh, now the cows need to go home. Go home, cows, to animal area. There you are. Okay. And that might be an issue. Not really. I mean, it might be an issue for us walking through here, but I'm not terribly concerned about it. Got a lamp here. We don't have enough power juice to go here. Visitors. Well, isn't that lovely? Okay. Yeah, we'll figure that out. And I think that this area here, I have to actually look at production too. What else am I able to do with just what we got on here? Electric tailoring bench for some of the cloth the animals were killing. That would be nice eventually. It's not essential to survival. Really, this is the other storage place that I was talking about wanting to make. Boom, 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 boom. So we'll just kind of go like that. Put a door here. And yeah, that ought to be a lot of wood. Okay, it's going pretty good. Let's see these visitors. They want to trade anything? Oh, are they just coming to go pawn off our land? Yeah, it looks like it. And yeah, there's not really much else going on there. But I feel pretty good in the sense that we were able to do this. Also, one thing I do need to pay attention to is when it comes to the areas for expand home areas. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'll fix it later if it needs to get fixing. But right now, it's good. And in here, it's fresh. You're saying it's not refrigerated, though. Is this powered? It is. Then make it cooler. Wait. It's 33 degree. Reset. It is. We're aiming for freezing. And why the flip it? Oh, it's just the wood's in here. Wait. How is this not refrigerated? I'm having a hard time figuring this out. Power consumption. Is this thing actually connected? It's hard to tell if it's connected or not. Maybe I need to put this here. Current power loose low. Interesting. Huh. Well, I'll figure out that little bit of business in between episodes and get you started on the next one. Thank you very much for your patience in watching, and I hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you do have suggestions, if you are, hey, B looks just like me, or I want to be just like B, well, you let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure that your name is set to so. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like. It helps out more than you'll ever know, and I will thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Cheers.